Good evening, Sam Tolbert, Sound of Joy Music Services. I believe I can be heard. Just want to verify that by going to the channel and making sure. As it says, I'm doing a live virtual recording session, which I am in full control of. Just checking for sound. Good. Okay, sound there is good. Now I've got to make sure I am mapping sound everywhere else to what I'm doing, so give me a chance to look at where everything's being mapped to. Let's bring this one up. Okay, let's change this. And yes, that's good. All right, so for those that are joining us, welcome. Sam Tolbert, Sound of Joy Music Services. I try to be on the cutting edge of anything home music production. What you are seeing are shots of my Pro Tools session that I just did the piano session to. What I am looking at doing is usually I will play along with any of the AI singer software that I do, but this time I want to build the song around it, but in a live format. So there are a lot of songs that I've attempted to play from a solo piece without a singer. So I'm going to let you hear what I've put together already with the piano. I'm using the 8DIO, the new 1928 piano main. This is one of the softwares that I was able to purchase and demo. And then for the demo first, and then I actually purchased it because I like the sound, tonal sound that it gives me. And I'll let you hear it. It should be able to pipe through. Trust and Obey is it's a hymn standard. Maybe not a lot of churches don't sing it much. Only I like to think that if musicians don't play it like a song, they play it like a hymn. But I like playing hymns like a song. So I give it a lot of qualities that you may not hear in some churches. As I say, you're welcome to come in. You're welcome to, if you're an actual a subscriber, you're welcome to chat. I am monitoring it. Usually I'm not tight when I ever do something like this because again I'm still in the learning process with the software, and this is probably the second time I'm doing something like this where I'm actually involving my actual Pro Tools software. There is a upgrade coming. It's in the beta now for the Dreamtronics synthesizer V Pro to be integrated into Pro Tools. It's still in the beta test phase, and I didn't want to download the beta because they said it may change some of the actual functionality of it, and I'm still learning on it, so I don't want to take anything away from it. But this will be the avenue that I'm going to go down. I want to be able to integrate creating virtual singings in an actual production, so I don't have to be jumping from each one. But you're going to see what that process is. I've only listened to the piano track I did once. I know there were some mistakes in it. I'm going to leave it in there because I believe in making piano playing sound as human as possible. So let's see if this does play from this Touch and Obey, key of E flat, and it's done in MIDI, which means I will be able to pull it into my transcription software. If anyone wanted to see the sheet music of what I'm playing, I should be able to see what that's going to look like. Well, let's hear it. I can adjust some of the piano. This is the piano that's actually working. And those are the MIDI files. pull this off to the side so I can see what I might want to change. I have an equalizer with this program I'm actually looking at. Bring it back in so you can see what I'm going to be doing. I'm looking at the equalizer setting now. I like that high. We'll leave this here. Settings that are here. No, keep it here. Just looking at some of the EQ setups. Okay, let's try that again. I'm happy with it. I'm not going to go in and change anything. I want to bounce this down to a WAV file so that I can import it into the actual digital software, the Dreamtronic software. Changeover. Where is it at? sloppy, but I'm going to leave it there. All right, gonna keep that. First rule, save the session, and then we're gonna bounce this into a stereo mix. Trust and obey. Let's see, we'll call this reference track. I usually forget where I put things, so this should be in the trust and obey. Okay, we'll bounce that down. 4 minutes and 2 seconds. Okay. All right, that's done. We can bring this down, and let's bring over. You see it in a smaller window. Well, I'll do it here too. Now we'll bring it in the big window. We're not going to be using this anymore. So we've got, this should show up in the big window. This is the Synthesizer V Studio Pro. This is where we're going to select. I want to try Sorrows. She's the latest voice that I purchased. It's got a good mid-range tenor to high tenor range. Now I gotta go and get the file, so give me a chance to do what I usually do, is search for where I got these files at. It should be in Pro Tools, and should be in singer-songwriter, pianist. Yes, there it is. Bounced files. Trust and obey. And we will drag that into the program. Close that down. So now we have the audio file of what I just played in the program. Because I set the speed to 50 beats per second only so that I could just play and have enough space to do what I'm going to do, I'm going to manually place the singing voice in place, which means I'm going to play the notes to where I think I want them to be and then go and fix it, as they say, in the mix. So let's make sure that we have a good audio sound here, up here. Okay, so that's where my singing is going to start, right about here. So I'm not going to write the notes in. I'm going to play it on the keyboard because I find that to be a lot easier. This is why I stress scale practicing, because melody will always be found in the scales. Let's, I'll keep that. No, I'll keep that there. All right, so we're going to start here. Give me a chance to work up to it from here, and we'll record it in. Where my notes at? Notes are down here. Okay. Okay, delete that. I just need to see where the notes are going to be. All right, so excuse my side as I turn to the piano and just place the notes in place. Then I can make the adjustments and changes later. Here we go. Oh man, yeah, this is hard. This is hard because I'm trying to catch where I'm gonna make changes in the song, and it's throwing me off. Let's try it again. Right there, that's where the notes were. I should just play it in and just fix it, because I can always add it in. Okay, 6 is where it's gonna come in at. Just play. So we've got our reference notes down. Let's assign these to snap to grid, which means I can have it's going to reference it as close as it can to what I was doing. Let's spread this out a little bit. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I got to be careful when I do Command and Shift, so I can stretch not this one out. That's good. Stretch this one out. Trust and obey. I'm trying to remember the lyrics. Should be in When I walk with the Lord. Melodies I'm good with. I'm still working on lyrics. Number 380. This is the process that I've been waiting for quite a few years. When we walk with the Lord in the light of His Word. Okay, put that there so I can see it. When we walk with the Lord, insert lyrics. When we walk with the Lord. I always check to see phonetically how it sounds.
When we walk with the Lord.
Sounds like you're just about dropped in place.
When we walk with the Lord.
There's a spelling mistake in there because he's saying the word incorrectly. There it is. That's why I always stop after each time I do this, because I'm not a great typist.
When we walk with the Lord.
All right. Next set of lyrics. In the light of His Word. In the light of His Word. That should be enough letters there. In the light of His Word. Accept that.
In the light of His Word.
I can fix the timing in that. What a glory He sheds on our way. What a glory He sheds on our way. Insert lyrics. What a glory, because we have a, what's the word we use? Dual word. What a glory plus He sheds. What a glory He sheds on our way. He sheds on our way. Not sure who's still watching, but thanks for coming in.
What a glory He shed on our way.
Okay, so we got the notes kind of in there. We'll fix that. Once we get all the lyrics in place, we can adjust cadence and the timing while we do His good will. While we do His good will. Okay, that's the next set of lyrics. While we do His good will.
While we do His good will.
We'll time that up already. Got that in. Okay, we got two notes there because I try to do a little trill. See if I can fix that. Get that trill in there. Again, try to be as human as possible. Okay, I think we got it in there. Let's see. Gotta make sure I monitor how I look. Okay. I'll do His good will. He abides with us still. Okay. And I put that little trill in there. He abides is 2 plus with us, and I put 2 notes in it. That'll be the minus, minus, space and still. Let's see if I got that good. Looks like I did.
He abide with us still.
Okay, didn't go up and get it, which means I've got to move over this. Okay, that should get it. Actually, no. Let's bring you out and bring you over. Okay, messed up on that note. Let's put that back. Put that back. Bring this over. Let's move this over. Let's move you over. Okay, almost. Let's see.
He abide with us still.
All right, so now we'll bring this over.
He abide with us still.
I think I kind of like that better without that other note in it. So let's take that out. Uh-oh, I need that note.
He abide with us still.
Keep it there. Okay, last set of words. And with all who will trust and obey. And it's a short note, need to extend that note. Okay, and with all who will trust and obey, and with all who will trust and obey. Okay, that's enough. No, I make sure I have enough notes for all the lyrics. And with all who will trust and obey is what's that word that has two pronunciations?
And with all who will trust and obey. And with all.
Let's drag out the and. Do a little more time there.
And with all who will trust and obey.
Do we get a second verse in there? Not in the fellowship suite, we will sit at his feet. Verse 5. Then in fellowship suites. We'll use verse 5. This is how I'm learning to do my workflow. Let's get all the words and the lyrics in there before we start adjusting when they come in, because you want to get that part done to correct spelling as you're going. Should be then in fellowship suite 3. Then in fellowship suite. No, fellowship. Fellowship. 3 pluses and then suite. Okay, I think I got it right. Nope. Then in fellowship. Uh-oh. Missing a note. Then in fellow. Alright. Pick that out.
La 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 la.
Yeah, and in fellowship suite. Then in fellowship. That's enough there. Slow down. Then in fellow. We'll do this. Ship suite. We'll give it pronunciations. stick.
then in fellowship sweet.
Nope. Let's try this again. Again, I'm still novice in this. Then in the word fellowship plus extends the, why can't I think of what that word is when you have more than one sounding word? Fellowship, fellowship, three, should be three of them. Fellow, okay, 1, 2, 3, sweet. That's what it should be, 2 and not 3. Okay.
Then in fellow sweet.
Why didn't, oh, because it doesn't, it's not far enough over to continue the, you have to get it all continuing together.
Then in fellowship sweet.
Okay. We will sit at his feet. Okay. This is where I put in my classical chords. We will sit at his feet. Okay.
We will sit at his feet.
Okay. If I had these words on a notepad file, and I would have cut and paste and put, I can actually cut and paste also. But sometimes you need to type it in so you make sure that it's got the correct punctuation. That's what I was looking for, the punctuation. Verse 5. Or we'll walk by his side in the way. Or we'll walk by his side on the way. Okay. We did that same thing I did here. These two notes. I try to do a trill there. This time I want the trill. Okay, I think I got it this time. Okay. Now I gotta look at the lyrics. Or we'll walk by his side in the way. Okay, let's see how good I am with this now, with the punctuation. Or we'll walk by his side. His side in the way. In the, and two notes after the dash way. Let's see if I got it right. Looks like I did.
Or we'll walk by his side in the way.
Got it. Programming is such a wonderful thing once you accept that the actual reward from it. This is rewarding for me. When you can have a singing voice, I should say, that you have full 100% control over. If I wanted to change the key, all I got to do is go into the software, raise the key, come into this software, raise the key, and everything stays exactly the way it was done. No need to bring someone back in to re-sing a part. By the way, what he says we will do, or we will, what he says we will do. Okay, that's where we're at now. What he says we will do. Uh-oh. Doesn't look right. In the way. Oh, that's what I did. I put another trill in there. So let's undo this. What he says. Yeah, I'm not a singer, but I can mimic one in my mind. What has 3 notes? What he says he will do. Is that what it says? What he says we will do. We will do, not he. That's why I have to always triple check when I'm typing. What he says he will do. Yeah, there's a hidden singer in me. Okay, what did I do there? Why is there more notes there?
What he says we will do, la la.
Okay, after do, there should have been 2 dashes to continue it down the note. Gotta fix the timing on it.
What he says we will do.
Okay, I don't like the way that came out.
What he says we will do.
I'm in default mode. There are ways to go in and adjust the pitch and adjust how you want the tone to be. I'm still in the default mode because I'm getting I'm setting my workflow before I start going in and messing with the tone. I like to work with what I have with me. So I'm going to clean some of this up. As I say, I like to work. I'm developing a workflow of, as I put in each section, if there's mistakes, clean it up then. Don't have to worry about doing it later in the music.
What he said.
Slide over, extend out. What he, okay.
What he says we will do. What he said. What he says we will do.
Let's see what the mistakes are. Just gonna put that on mute music.
What he says we will do.
Okay, I'm gonna change that. We're gonna change that and move that. Maybe that'll clean that up. Take away one from you, and we're gonna put it after will. Space dash. And let's see how this sounds. Uh-oh. What happened? Too much changed. What he says. He says we will. Three notes. That should be do.
What he says we will do.
Okay. Nope, don't do that.
What he says we will do.
Why are you bypassing this? Because there's nothing there. Okay. Don't bypass that note.
What he says we will do.
When we're not getting that long enough note there, let's drag it up just a little more.
What he says we will do.
Thank you.
La, la.
Thank you.
What he says we will do.
With our music. music.
What he says we will do. La la la.
And the next who joined us? Let's see. We do. Where he sends, we will go. 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 Oh, yes, that's enough notes. Scales are the only way to learn melodies to any song because that's where you get the lyrics from. Where he sends with an S, we will go.
Where he sends, we will go.
Let's see what we got here. Never fear, only trust and obey. Never fear, only trust and obey. I'm going to bring these words out before I do it. Never. Move you over one. Much space like that. Plenty of space. It's too close, so we're going to slide everybody over so that we do never fear, only trust and obey. Never space fear, only with a punctuation plus. Put a plus there. Never space plus punctuation. Is it a punctuation? My English grammar. Syllables, is that it? Never fear, only plus trust and obey. 2 syllables plus. That should fill everybody up.
Never fear, only trust and obey. Never fear.
Stretch out the never to give it this much space. Come on, a little more space.
Never fear, never.
Too long, back it up. Bring you over.
Never fear, only.
Take out the music so I can hear it. Music, mute.
Go, never fear, only trust and obey. Never fear, only trust and obey.
I want to drag out fear.
Never fear, only trust and obey.
Let's bring over the. Well, let me see. Look at the music. Because it's not synced up yet. I'm just getting the lyrics in.
Never fear, only trust and obey.
Trust and obey. These words I do know. Trust and obey. When there's no other way. When there's no other way. Yeah, there's a hidden singer in me. When there's no other. Spell the word out, and we got 3 moves. 2. Did I ever get it right? No, we didn't. When there's got the spelling right. When there's no other, start doing the way. When there's no others, got 2 others already got a punctuation, so we need a plus for the syllable, and then drag that out to do the way. Is that right? No. Let's see what it sounds like.
When there's no other way.
Other way should be up here. Alright. Q3. Yep. Q3. Should be way. Okay.
When there's no other way.
Alright, now let's fix this. We're going to move you out to here, move you out to here to connect, and shorten you here. Again, these are all the default movements. I can shorten it also if I went into it and change the timing, but I like to get good in the default before I start going into all the other stuff.
When there's no other way.
To be happy in Jesus. Just stretching them out. To be happy in. To be happy in. That should have been 2. To be happy in G. Okay, yeah, that's correct. Thought I played the notes correctly. I play piano if though I was singing when I was doing this. To be happy. Syllable. In Jesus. 2 syllables. Jesus. That didn't come out right. Let's see what happened. Huh. To be. Word happy. Space. Plus. In. Jesus. Plus. Let's do an enter to lock that in place. Alright, I've had this a couple of times with the software. It doesn't take what I enter into it. Let's do this. Let's change. To be happy plus in Jesus. Did that take this time? No. Okay. What? Why is it now writing notes? Okay. Generally what I do now is I just, well, let's clear that out, put it back to where it was, and I do it one note at a time whenever I start getting this kind of issues. To be okay. Okay, happy, these two words have to be tied together. So let's get them close enough. Happy. That may have been the issue. It was trying to see how I was connecting notes that weren't there. Happy. Didn't like that. Let me hear what it says.
To be la la la.
Okay, it should take. Alright, let's separate this note. Okay, you two are alone. Certain lyrics. Happy plus I saw something there. I didn't separate into characters. I don't know why that was set. I must have clicked that by mistake. So it's me. Happy. Oh, I see. When I went down to hit OK, yeah, I touched it. Then to trust. But to trust and happy in Jesus. So I was the cause of that. It's late. I'd like to thank those that are watching with me. Welcome, Robin. Or Robin. Okay, to be happy in Jesus.
To be happy in Jesus.
Got that. But to trust and obey. But to trust and obey. This is a songwriter's dream, this software. Dust on my keyboard. To have full control of what's being sang, but to trust and obey.
But to trust and obey. La 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 la.
Trust and obey. Okay, that's going to be a long word. Again, there's a singer in me. Trust and let's see how we're going to get this one out. Got to get the last word. Extend. 2, 3, and a extension.
Trust and obey.
Okay. Let's redo it. Okay. Control. Trust and obey. So we'll extend it. 4 times.
Trust and obey.
be the plus.
Trust and obey.
Yes, I'm getting good at this.
Trust and obey. La la la.
When there's no other, I need to put you in there. When there's no other syllables to that's going to extend down, isn't it?
When there's no other. La la la.
Plus, no, not pluses, minuses, and the word way. Two minuses and a way. The minuses extend the note. And then the word way. That should do it.
There's no other way.
We'll go with that. To be, you want to extend this out. To be happy in Jesus. To be happy in Jesus. Okay, that's. To be two syllables plus in Jesus plus.
To be happy.
Stretch this note out to here. We want the happy, the H in happy.
To be happy. To be.
Let's drag you two together.
To be happy in Jesus.
We'll fix the punctuation. But to trust and obey. But to trust and obey. Dash, dash, to trust and obey. Yeah, this is me in songwriter mode. Something I could not do without a singer.
But to trust and obey.
Oh, there's my second note I'm missing. You should have been a plus.
But to trust and obey.
Okay. So we should have started at the C. Yeah, I'm rewriting now. Down to C. Down to C, please. E flat. And you should be the F.
But
I'll get that timed in.
But
Might as well show how you're going to do that now. I'm listening to the timing of where the music starts. Should be right there. It's too early right here. No. Right here.
but who try
Still too fast. Go back to where it was.
but
I don't want to change it that much.
who trust and obey.
And we'll drag you. No, don't do that. Obey is going to stop here, so we'll drag you out to catch up to it.
But who trust and obey. And obey.
Okay, so we'll separate it so we can get that last note in. They should be E.
But who trust and obey.
O, B, E. That should give me the, let's drag it out a little more for a timing standpoint.
But who trust and obey.
Move it over a little more to right here. Take a deep breath.
But who trust and obey.
Breathe. Not sure how many are watching still. All right, so we got the last ending timed. So let's save this. That's very important to save whenever you've got something that you can consider usable. This is my AI Singers folder. Trust and obey. So let's go now to the beginning. Here's the fun part where we now begin to time everything.
When we walk with the Lord.
That's good.
In the light of His word.
Decent.
What a glory.
We want to move that over. Let's see, right about here.
What a glory He shed on our way.
All right, now we've got to go in and adjust the timing.
What a glory.
Let's shorten the glory. Move you over.
What a glory He shed.
Okay, the next word.
What a glory He shed on.
Okay, so got the music giving space for the breather, singer to breathe.
What a glory He shed on our way.
All right, move everybody right here over. One breath.
What a glory He shed.
Okay, I'm going to shorten glory so I can move over he. Shorten he so I can move over shed. And we'll take a breath there.
What a glory He shed.
Okay.
What a glory He shed on
closer, and we'll see where away falls.
What a glory he shed on our way.
Yes, I have a timer, how can I put it? Because I've played for decades playing for soloists. Generally, when I play for a soloist, I'm I'm listening to their actual cadence and how they're breathing, and if they change the pattern of the song or the tempo of the song, I've got to think ahead. Will they slow up or will they go down? So I'm listening to how they're breathing and how they are actually pronouncing the word. So when I'm doing this, I'm thinking like a soloist right now who is singing and the piano player is accompanying me.
What a glory he shed on our way.
Okay, leave that. That's good.
While we do,
Let me see.
while we do.
Okay, the do has got to come in there. So let's ooh, boy, I got too many.
His good way.
So will is in space where it needs to be. So let that stop there. So that lets me know that's where everything has got to come. Let's move good over. Let's move his over. Let's move do over. Let's move we over. And let's extend out while. That gives me a breathing point.
While we do.
So do's got to come in. I'll see how bad it's going to mess this up. While we stretch that out. Let's stretch out while.
While we do his good will.
Singer sing, piano player accompany.
While we do his good will.
Move good over to the timing mark. Let's see how that sounds.
While we do his good will.
Okay.
While we do his good. While we do.
I want to shorten the while and lengthen the we.
While we do his good will.
Shorten good. And
while we do his good will.
Shorten the will here and move it over one so that it's stretch out the good. Okay.
While we do his good will, he abide with us still, and with all who will trust and obey.
All right, I let it play through. I want to see how close, because I'm running out of space. So
while we do.
Bring the do over a little bit.
While we do his good will. While we do his good.
Yeah, it's late.
while we do here, while we do,
I'm going to shorten the we. What to do, I need to leave alone.
while we do,
Okay, move the while on, stretch out to the
while we do his good will.
I'm going to take this, I need the space back.
While we do his good will, he abide with us still.
Oh man, I want to move that space, but I don't.
He abide with us still. He abide with us.
Right there. Take that space out. Move you over one. Move you over one. Move you over one. Move you over one. That should give me what I'm looking for. Who joined us?
He abide with us still.
Okay. Because I'm looking at the words, the lyrics, and well, you see them also. It's tight right in here. It's tight. So I'm trying to give as realistic a sound, a realistic a vocal. A vocalist can't sing multiple notes without taking a breath. So that's what I'm working on. I just need to shorten that will. Okay. Stop.
He abide with us still, and with all who will trust and obey.
Okay.
And with all who will trust and obey.
Okay, good. I'm good with that.
Then in fellowship sweet, we will sit at his feet, or we'll walk by his side in the way.
Happy with that?
What he says we will do, where he sends we will go.
Okay.
Where he sends we will go.
Piano player. A little
Where
busy.
he sends we will go. Never fear.
All right. How much space we got? Okay, we got no space there. We need to move these guys over. Never fear.
Never fear, only trust and obey.
Okay, put that back.
Never fear.
Never fear. Put that back there.
Never fear.
Okay. Shorten the go. Don't do that. Don't do that. I want to shorten it.
Sends we will go. Never fear.
Never fear. Move you two guys over one. Shorten you. No. Shorten you. Never fear. Only. See how that sounds.
Never fear, only.
Okay. Gotta move you over.
Never fear, only trust.
I have to move these words over. That's why I'm doing this. Because the music is rapidly running away with it. And I'm not going to go back and change the music.
Never fear, only trust and obey.
As you can see, I am compressing the lyrics and the music to match where the piano player. I'm in and out of what I am doing on the piano.
Never fear, only trust and obey.
So it got rapid pace, but then it puts on the brakes. So never. I want to adjust this over 1. Let's see what happens if I adjust that over 1.
Never fear, only never fear.
All right, I like that. Never fear, only stretch that out.
Never fear, only trust and obey. Trust and obey when there's no other way to be happy in Jesus, but to trust.
Okay, let's move you guys over. Get that trust in there with the words.
But to trust,
That's still quick. One more.
but to trust.
But to trust. Okay, let's shorten the butt so we get more space to move everybody over. And we'll lock it in.
But to trust, but to trust, but to trust.
Wow. Okay. I'm looking at it. Shorten the butt, move it over, move over to 2. Trust needs to be here, and I can drag it out to keep it together.
But to trust and obey.
I can move you guys over.
But to trust and but to trust and but to trust and know.
And move you over, give you an extension. Obey needs to be there.
But to trust and obey.
Need to move obey over to here. And we'll drag out the obey. Okay. We'll leave some wiggle room.
But to trust and obey. Trust and obey when there's no other way to be happy in Jesus.
We fixed this.
But to trust and know.
Take a breath and save. Could it be better? Yes. But when I'm still in learning mode, this is not bad. All right, let's hear it from the beginning with our interlude in the beginning. I don't know who's still with us. There's 4 still watching. I hope that you are enjoying this process that I'm doing. I believe in sharing everything that I learned to do because I want musicians to also embrace what's inside of them musically and be able to have technology bring that out.
When we walk with the Lord in the light of His word, what a glory He shed on our way.
I'll be doing more of these videos also.
While we do His good will, He abide with us still.
I can't now I
and
can.
with all who will trust and obey. Then in fellowship sweet we will sit at his feet, or we'll walk by his side in the way. What he says we will do, where he sends we will go. Never fear, only trust and obey. Trust and obey when there's no other way to be happy in Jesus, but to trust and obey. Trust and obey when there's no other way to be happy in Jesus, but to trust and obey.
And that will bring this session to a close. Very successful. And as you can see, music is a tremendous part of my life, not just making melody with the keyboards or the organ, but actually hearing what a soloist would sound like if I were a soloist. And now to have that ability to manipulate uh, MIDI notes on software and attach lyrics to it. There is no better feeling right now that I'm having, and which means I can take any song, which I'm going to be doing. Wait till you see what I'm going to be doing for the holiday season. I've already got songs which I have rearranged Christmas songs that I could never have the vocals around it to really vocally sing it, but the way I heard it in my head with all the chords and the changes, and yeah, it's coming. It's coming. And as I learn this process, you will also have an opportunity to, as you did tonight, see how it is done. And that if you have the patience and the ability to recognize scale notes, that's all it is. Notes in a scale of a melody. Doesn't have to be a hymn. It could be any song. I think you've seen me do um, Thomas Whitfield's I Shall Wear a Crown. I actually did I Shall Wear a Crown the same way. I made sure I went to the audio or the music, and I said, what are each of the voices doing? And I put down the exact voices that are being used on the recording, and then I played along with it, of course, with my own music. But this is where technology is right now, and we're still on the outskirts. Perhaps now they may develop a device that I can actually sing into, and the notes come out correctly by having me sing into it. I think there is a software by the same company, Dream Tonics. I always get that R, try to put the R in Dream Tonics. I believe they do have a vocal software where you can sing into and then get a comparable voice and match it up, and it'll match it up to that voice, comparable. I'm not going that far. This is where I want to be right now. So Sam Tobert, Sound of Joy Music Services. Thank you for those, Robert and Curry, who have come in and have made me know that you were here. I always like to acknowledge those who do visit with me. This is the path that I want to be in musically. I want to be able to not only teach the way that music can be played, but also be very creative in how I put together the music. I know I'm messing with stuff. There we go. So as you can see, I use my Pro Tools to create the MIDI files for the music, and I'm gonna leave it the way it is. I think I did save this. I'm gonna save it again. I said I wanted to see what it looked like in sheet music in case someone, because I do have at times some of the viewers do request for the sheet music of what something I played, and often I say, well, I did not create sheet music for what I just did, but now that this is saved as a MIDI file, and I do have Sibelius on my computer. Let me tell you what, let's export it as a MIDI. Let's see, MIDI file, multi-track, no, just one track. Okay, where are we gonna save this? Let's save it to AI Singers. Do I have a MIDI thing in here? Yes, I do. Okay, did you save it? Because I didn't get a chance to write in the name of it. Please excuse me. Untitled. Yep, that's it. Didn't get to name it though. I was talking and wasn't paying attention. Trust. Now I have two different files. I have two different transcribes programs. I have Finale, which gives me a hard time when I'm using it. I don't know why. And Sibelius, which sometimes that gives me a hard time when I'm using it. So let's bring it up in. Let's bring it up in Finale. That's the more full version of software. Don't know why this is so big. It shouldn't be. There we go. And Finale just crashed on me. Go figure. I've got plenty of power. It shouldn't crash. But every time you do an update on your software, you never know which programs just keeps crashing. Did I do an update on this? Nope. I'm still at. I'm not on Simona. Hardware device is different than the sample rate of the open session. Something is going on. Something is changing, and I'm not changing anything. All right, let's bring it up in the other program then, since we're not getting any. I have enough power. I have 65 gigabytes of memory purposely for being able to do this, run all my programs and be live. It's going to start singing to you. Oh, there it is. Who's still? We have 4 people still watching us. So now let me. Hardware device is open. Is different sample rate from the open session. I never changed anything with the hardware device. This is in Pro Tools. Yep, same hardware device. Playback engine. Yeah, that's the same. I didn't change anything. I realize you get all those ads that I'm looking at on my on my iPad. Okay, let's open it. Okay, switch you back to what I'm looking at. So, notation, tab, no guitars, multiple voices, no, show metronome marks, okay. Letter, podiums, no lyrics though, but keep track names, keep track order, one staff per track. I want dual staffs. How do I get double staffs? I know how to get double staffs on my other software. Well, let's see what it looks like. I want double staffs though, only one staff per track. Okay, let's see what it look like. As I thought, it looked like a mess. This is why I don't like to do sheet music. I can't read that because it's not giving me dual staffs. It's only giving me one staff. I gotta learn Sibelius too better. I don't get enough work to have to learn it. I do lead sheets. Butter. Layout. Let's see. Can I change anything? Size, orientation, system break. Appearance. Design. Please select something and then try again. Okay. Let's select all. That always works. Layout. So design, the appearance. That's why I don't like doing sheet music. Notations, time signature, crescendos, flip. I want a piano staff. That's what I want. Clef, bar line, full score, note input, home. Reset notes, positioning, design. Moves the selected objects back to their default. Nope. And yeah, okay. View. Keyboard, nope. Hidden objects, nope. Fit page. Panoramic. Who's still here? Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can display the MIDI file of all the piano playing I was doing, because sometimes I do get some viewers who want to know, is there a piano score? And most times I say no when I do anything. And I'm looking, now that I did this in MIDI, I wanted to see if I could view it in Sibelius. But I, again, don't use Sibelius enough for piano to be able to know what is the proper way to set it up. Let me close that. Do I want to save the changes you made? No. Let me import MIDI file. Okay, here we go. Only one staff per track. Take that off. Keep track order. Keep track names. Hide empty staffs. Use frame. Use tab for guitars. Letter. I'm not seeing. That's MIDI file notation. Just rhythm. Shorter than. Remove rest. Split point between two keyboard staffs. Says automatic. Let's do fixed. C4 does a split. Triplets, keep program above. Okay, let's see how. This looks. I've never used this setting. How do we look now? Just as bad. I want to split tracks. I mean, I wanted a piano look, not like this. Cause I can't read. I can't make this available to someone to read. I need both staffs there. Yeah, I probably just need to go to the Sibelius site and get trained on how to do piano, how to import a MIDI file for piano. Let's close this down. For some reason, my finale refuses to come up. It won't. Keeps crashing. Again, I'm one of those guys that likes to keep his system updated. Perhaps the last update I did, I probably need to go to the Sibelius site and see did they update something. I'll tell you what. Go back to here. Let me shut down Pro Tools because I'm not going to be using it. I'm done with it. I saved it already. I thought I did save it. We'll save it again. Oh, yes. With what I just did with the singer in the AI format, I can save that as a audio file, a WAV file, and then import that back into the original uh, Pro Tools session as my audio WAV file, and it would be a better sounding voice. This way I can put effects onto it, compression, reverb, delay. I may show that. I just shut down Pro Tools and will try to bring up Sibelius Finale again to see whether or not they were both, maybe the two programs were fighting for resource space. So you will have that issue sometimes when you have multiple programs running, even though you got enough memory to do it. Let's see if we come up now. Thank you for staying up, and for those who are still watching. It did come up. Okay. That was probably the issue. They were both competing for resources. Let's open the file. All right, there we go. Tracks become staff. Channel becomes staff. Set track tempo. Key signature. Time signature. Contract session. I'm looking for anything that's going to tell me how I can set up the staff. Well, we'll just do OK. See what comes up. All right, much better looking. Let's switch back to. So this is the way it looks like in final finale. So if someone were to ask me, can I have the sheet music for that song you played? And I tell you, I can't read sheet music. I can read hymn books. You ask me to read what am I doing there, I'm going to have to say no. Well, let's see how finale plays it. I'm going to have to reroute the sound, I see. Let me just do something real quick. Let's install what is it? Audio capture. All right, let's try this again. Sheet music from the Pro Tools session. goes on in my head when I'm playing. I don't have the key signature right there. All right, now I'm just stopping it. But I realize it is late for many of you. I am retired, so I've got I've got I stay up as long as I want, and nobody's going to tell me go to bed. So let's see if I can change the key signature right there. Okay, so I should be able to highlight this now. Oh, actually, I need to just select all and do a key signature. Go up to tools, chord clef expressions, hyperscribe, where's keys? Key, time signature, where's keys? I've got it highlighted, why don't I see it? Okay, is it a double one in here? Staff. I want to do a key change. That's one for key change. I should see something open up to allow me to do that. Yeah, I do so much music that I get all this software that I don't spend enough time in. But I'm going to do that now, that I can actually do parts. So excuse me as I mumble to myself, looking for how to change. Don't want to transpose. I want to change the key. Okay, let's try right click. There it is. Right click in there. E flat major, right? It's like here, did you? Was it E major? Yeah, it was E major. E flat major. Three flats. There we go. So now a lot of the notes make more sense. Escape to. Let's close all that out. There we go. Let's add a title. Trust and obey. Parenthesis. E flat. No. For piano. Underneath that. Now, I didn't write this song, so all I did was to interpret it for a production. Those notes are coming right into it. I'll leave that there, though. All right. I'm talking to myself, and I realize that you're there listening to me talk to myself. Key changed, didn't it? did that change to E flat when it to D? Stop that. All I did was put in the key signature and it put it up into G flat. That's not where it's supposed to be. All I did was change, I added the key signature. I didn't hit transpose. I just undid everything. As I say, software will drive you crazy. Let me try this now. Now that I know, go here and right click. Okay, so let's go back, select what key we want, unless this means transpose, and it shouldn't. Right click. E flat major, don't change the keys, and it changes the keys. Is it me? Just change it to E flat major. Yeah, these type of things will drive you crazy. I have no idea what's going on. Sometimes hitting a command key will also stop something from happening. So let's hit command and see if that'll keep it without changing the keys. Nope, doesn't. Let's hit option. Or I probably should just go and look into the... That doesn't stop it. All right. I don't want to drag this any longer than I have. More work for me to do in figuring out how to use this software. I wonder. Let me do this. This is what I do when I'm in a quandary thought process. Since it's taking it up, E major. All I'm looking at doing is adding in this. So now I'm going to select all. And now I'm going to transpose it down. And I saw that while I was looking. Transpose, there we go. Transpose direction down. And 4 octaves. Preserve original notes, yes. And let's see what happens. I know you see that too. My goodness. Shouldn't have preserved the original notes. Transpose, right? That's what we're looking at. Transpose. What did I say? Do not preserve original notes. Okay. See what this does. Still messes everything up. Last try, and I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. Interval, unison, diatonically, chromatically. Probably what I should have said. Perfect unison. Intervals, octaves. No, I don't want octaves down. Maybe that's where I messed up at. No octaves. But how do you know how far down I want to go? How do you know how far down I want to go? As you can see, I spent too much time making music and making music and making music and making videos. I don't even know the very software that I pay for. This is it's embarrassing. MIDI file options. Um, that's not gonna work. Put it back to where it was. I'm playing the file through. I'm resending the signal through another pattern. What is? I want to find the mixer for this. There it is. Supposed to be a Steinway piano playing. Okay. There's a transpose thing here, but it doesn't let me do it for the software. Well, I guess you're getting all these commercials like I'm getting on my iPad. So that's the it's getting late. That's the process. That's am I gonna save this? No, I'm not gonna save this. Not till I get better educated on it. Let's quit. That's the no, I don't want to save it. I'll let you hear it one more time. Let me come out of this page. I'll let you hear the production one more time before I call it a night. Don't save. I'm just moving it over into so that you can see the totality of it. It's a WAV file which I created in Pro Tools with the music, and then I went in, created the notes for the melody, for the lyrics, and then went in and adjusted the cadence for the song. Last time to listen to it without me jabbering. Enjoy. course, now this software is not working. Whoa. I did save this, didn't I? Yep. Apparently we've got software issues. Something has wiped out. These are all the things I need to know too. She no play. But I did save it. I did see some Pro Tools getting some information up that I've never saw before, that it saw something being reinitialized incorrectly. Open recent, trust and obey. I just reinitialized the software. Yeah, there it is. Now it plays. We'll go back here. That lets me know that it's time. I've been up too long. When the software starts to become unfavorable. Here we go.
When we walk with the Lord in the light of His word, what a glory He shed on our way, while we do His good will. He abide with us still, and with all who will trust and obey. Then in fellowship sweet, we will sit at His feet, or we'll walk by His side in the way. What He says we will do, where He sends we will go. Never fear, only trust and obey. Trust and obey when there's no other way to be happy in Jesus, but to trust and obey. Trust and obey when there's no other way to be happy in Jesus, but to trust and obey.
All right, you saw me setting up for my short. I'm going to take this as it is, create a short video of this. And for those who want to see the process, that will remain here as part of the live session. Once again, Sam Tobert, Sound of Joy Music Services. I enjoy creating music that people can actually listen to and understand. Traditional. I am a traditionalist musician. 48 years retired church musician, a 48-year employee on and off for the IBM Corporation. Of course, I was part of them, the main corporation, and then they basically, spun us off into different other companies, but still serving the IBM corporation as a technician. So technology, I have never been afraid of it. In fact, I've always liked to see what was coming next so I can be a part of it. And this is the part of music end of it that I saw back in the 80s when the IBM put out the first personal computer. I had a chance to actually see the personal computer with digital transcription software. When I saw the notes come up on a green screen, I'm like, wow, I want to be a part of that. But my pocketbook kept me out of the reach of it. But I am now there now and enjoying that I can participate in not just the playing and the teaching, but now the music production as you've just seen. So, Sam Tobin, Sound of Joy Music Services, as always, make a joyful noise unto the Lord. Enjoy the rest of your late night. It's almost 1 a.m. How long have I been on? 2 hours. Good. Usually it's 3 or 4 hours. I still have quite a few viewer requests to get to, but as you see, I take the time to educate myself in the things that I want to do. So there may be some larger gaps in the viewer requests to give me a chance to become more proficient in not only this software, but I see now in Sibelius and certainly in uh, Final Cut, Finale, so that I will know how to properly be able to meet the needs of those who view me, and in the future for those who want to do their own productions and need a one-stop shop. Sound of Joy Music Services is the brand. We provide music services. Enjoy the rest of your evening and see you the next time online. Thanks for coming. Take care. Be blessed.